So Bitcoin has broken through the 100K barrier. Altcoins are starting to wake up, especially some of our favorite projects. Many of them are hitting new all-time highs. The market overall is very good. And as much as I'm reluctant to say it, because I'm not the biggest fan of Memecoins, candidly, but I do still have to concede that if you select the right one in crypto, that is your best chance of multiplying your investment, your capital 100x in this space. And by a lot of metrics in this landscape, Solana is in fact the leader. But by extension, does that make it the leader in the entirety of the crypto memecoin space? It actually depends on entirely what you're looking for, which is why today I want to compare the Solana memecoin ecosystem directly with the Sui memecoin ecosystem. A couple of important considerations and questions will pop up. Which of these two projects is going to be the leader in the memecoin space? But perhaps more importantly to you, whose memecoins can give you a higher return on your investment? Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. Times are pretty good right now, and so I'll wish you all the best of luck if you choose to invest, and I mean that genuinely. But you got to remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor, and of course, by extension, this video is not official financial or investment advice. Let's first kick off with an examination of the memecoin leaders for each respective chain. This is an important consideration because it's going to give us an idea of how big these memes are, both in terms of dollar value, in terms of market cap, but also in terms of popularity, and dare I say, like almost cultural impact. So starting with Solana, we have to first consider Dog With Hat. Ticker is WIF, W-I-F. And this is actually the new #1 on Solana because it recently overtook BONK, B-O-N-K. WIF had a pretty strong run over the course of the last 2 weeks. We're looking here at the max chart of WIF, and as you can see, the current price of WIF stands, as I record, at $3.32. Basically flat on the day, but check out this market cap, just under $3.3 billion. That's huge. And I got to say, tokenomics, as far as analyzing that feature of this project, it gets almost a perfect score from me because you have a max supply of just under 1 billion tokens and a full 100%, 998 million and change. 100% of those tokens are in circulation right now. At #2 on Solana here, we have BONK, B-O-N-K. And this is a Sol OG. And a lot of people would argue that it's been a savior for Solana when SOL was down all the way to $8 in December of 2022. In a lot of ways, BONK is what revitalized Solana and kind of resuscitated what was looking like a dead project following the FTX debacle. The current price of BONK, B-O-N-K, as I record, is $0.0000436. It's right up there with Dog With Hat, actually. As you can see, both are just below $3.3 billion in market cap. This one's tokenomics are still respectable, but not quite as good as what we saw in terms of WIF. BONK has 80% of its tokens in circulation. And over the course of the last year, if we zoom out, check this out, some pretty impressive stats. It's up about 600% over the course of the last 12 months. The third spot in the Solana memecoin ecosystem belongs to POPCAT, that's P-O-P-C-A-T. Its current price, as I record, is $1.39 with a pretty healthy $1.3 billion market cap. And just like with WIF, all of its tokens are in circulation as well. Taking a look now at the top Sui memecoins, we have Sudeng, ticker HIPPO, H-I-P-P-O. This has taken the top spot, however, that's not without controversy because the valid criticism of this project is that it lacks an organic community in the way that most other Sui meme coins do have. But by the numbers here, the HIPPO price, as I record, is at 1.66 cents with a market cap right now just below $163 million. All of its tokens are also fully in circulation. At #2 on Sui, we have MEMEFI, M-E-M-E-F-I, and this is actually a Telegram tap game that went viral. It claims to have over 50 million users. MEMEFI is up 24% on the day, sitting right now at 0.96 cents with a market cap of $94.5 million. Also, all of its tokens are in circulation, 100%. So again, great tokenomics. And then at #3 here in the Sui ecosystem for meme coins, we have BLUB, B-L-U-B, possibly my favorite Sui meme coins because it's one of the original meme OGs on Sui. The current price of BLUB, B-L-U-B, is up also 24% on the day at 0.0 6 more zeros, then $16. With a market cap, though, check this out, that's very low, just $51.4 million. Not quite all of its tokens are in circulation, but that's a pretty good percentage, about 75% or so circulating supply over max supply. Despite not having 100% of its tokens in circulation, though, we should note that BLUB as a project does tend to burn quite a few of their tokens. Okay, let's now talk about the overall health of the SUI and Solana Memecoin ecosystems. We'll begin again with Solana. Here with pump.fun, as we can see, Solana has the biggest number of coins. During late November, it pumped out over 40,000 new tokens per day, which if you do the math is about 30 per minute. So although that's an astronomical number, it's also kind of insane. And it comes down to how you choose to look at this number. Out of a total of 4 million tokens from pump.fun, November alone saw 1 million new tokens. And with this, there of course also comes a risk. Really, there is only a small percentage of these tokens that actually survive. Almost 98% of pump.fun's tokens don't live longer than a day. In some cases, even less. They're like microscopic houseflies, right, of the token world. They just don't survive. They don't have any longevity. So if you do that math again, it's like over 1,000 tokens per day or fewer that survive. The rest generally boil down to either rug pulls or there's just no attention at all. Nobody shows any interest whatsoever in them. So certainly Solana has the volume, but there is a whole lot of junk in that volume. And that means the chances of rugs certainly is also multiplied. If you want to know more about how to find so-called good meme coins, then watch our dedicated video on this topic. That's what's playing now. I'll include a link to this in the description below. Let's switch our focus back now to the SUI meme coin ecosystem. This is a much smaller scene compared to Solana. As you can see, a market cap of still below $500 million. And I would have to argue that it's a lot healthier here as an ecosystem because I'm not saying that there aren't any rug pulls on SUI. There are. I think that's unavoidable in any space. But certainly, if you do the numbers, you look at the stats, there are not as many as you would find on Solana, not by a long shot. So in terms of ecosystem health, this is an area where certainly SUI would take the lead. Heads up, because we are offering a major flash sale on Altcoin Buzz Alpha membership in honor of Bitcoin reaching and surpassing $100,000. You get a $100 discount for a very limited time. Altcoin Buzz Alpha subscribers, after following our calls, have profited 35 times their subscription prices already. Check out the links in the description of this video below. This offer is only available for 3 days. So what is the best meme coin chain? And what's the best meme coin ultimately? If we consider all the metrics, Solana does seem to be the best chain for meme coins, but that's not necessarily the case if you take a closer look. We just talked about the high number of new daily tokens on Solana. It's an overwhelming, stupid number, I would argue. Again, 40,000 per day. Yes, it sounds impressive on the one hand, but it also has a serious downside in terms of the very low percentage of tokens that are actually successful. Tokens that successfully make it to Radium, for example, on a daily basis, only number in the hundreds, about 500 per day. So that's only 1.25%. So certainly these are underwhelming numbers, at least in my book. And volume, therefore, is not everything. I prefer quality to quantity, at least when dealing with this kind of stuff. Of course, Solana does have solid meme coins. There are some gems within the rest of that junk, to be sure. They have ultra high market caps. They have active communities, and their better meme coins, their best meme coins, also have pretty good tokenomics in most cases. But it's a double-edged sword, right? And I could argue for a downside here as well. Solana's top meme coins already had their big runs, and as we saw, they have some pretty hefty market caps. They can still go higher, yes, but the question is how much higher. Last cycle, for example, we saw when Solana really took off, how the memes followed. However, with higher market caps, there's less room to really expand exponentially. The bigger you are in terms of a project with a market cap, the less impact an influx of new capital has. It's the reason that smaller meme coins can make those 100x multiplication jumps. But that's not going to happen overnight for the likes of Bitcoin or Ethereum, for example. It's just basic arithmetic. That brings us back to SUI now and its meme coins. which have much lower market caps, meaning that once SUI, SUI, takes off again, the meme coins should follow. Not all of them, certainly, but many of them will. And so the potential here for getting that 100x return is a lot higher as compared to Solana. And look, to each their own. This is a very subjective space if you're a meme coin hunter, and I'm not. But the way I see it is that SUI hasn't completed its run just yet. And as for the best meme coin, I will go again for a SUI meme. And in this case, I'm going to go with BLUB, BLUB. And the reasoning here is pretty straightforward. It's actually similar to why I picked SUI as the winning chain. There's just more upside potential. And don't forget that the market cap of BLUB is only $51 million right now. And it's entirely possible that a Solana meme will outperform BLUB. If that's your contention and you have a prediction as to which one in fact will, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, meme coins are pretty subjective and really are ultra volatile, hit or miss. But that's my strategy. That's my approach. If you disagree, whether or not you disagree, be sure to sound off in the comments and let me know your thoughts.